Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Is that really how you started?
No! Thirsty as hell, though.
I was expecting something a little more formal, or at least a little more ostentatious.
Slightly more professional.
Look, who's watching this, right?
Who's... Okay, let's start with that. I'm always curious. Like, who is your audience?
I'm gonna say we probably have...
Actually, no. Forget that one. Who do you make this for?
Kind of us. Like, we just have nothing to do, so we just make it, you know?
That's very fair.
Yeah. Okay. I just kind of sit at home all day, so I'm like, I should do something with my life.
I can
and
respect that.
This is that something, so, yeah.
I can definitely respect
He's like, I could get a job.
I could get a job. Nah,
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that after next week, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get a job.
Do you ever go back and rewatch old episodes?
Of this?
Yeah.
I usually watch them after they come out.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyways, hey guys, welcome to Broke Feet episode something. Not sure what we're gonna call this one, but yeah, we got Tiarnan back from the dead. Not that he died, but
I definitely died. Just
that was weird. That was really weird.
Yeah, no,
anyway,
and
then we got the homie Michael Bonbol.
Mm-hmm. Back from the ballage.
Back from ballage. Yeah.
It's been a minute. Definitely.
Yeah. How was ballage?
Ballage is different than home. It definitely is. Okay, first I just have a quick question. Should I be looking at there, or is it easier?
It does not matter.
Okay,
I look there and I feel weird, so I look down.
Okay,
and then,
I'm just gonna be conversational. Okay, so basically, ballage is an interesting experience where you go off to a completely different environment, and you are just surrounded with people that are distinctly not where you're from, because the culture is, people tend to bring their culture from where they're from, and it's mainly just majority rules. So whatever people normally do just kind of takes precedence, and whatever you normally do kind of takes a back seat. So your normal culture, your slang, your normal activities, whatever you to do front, kind of has to take a back seat at first while you get to know everyone. It's different. A lot of people at Santa Cruz are either from LA or from San Jose. Bay Area-ish. Bay Area, I should say, rather, because people are from San Francisco or San Jose or more inland. So it's Bay Area or SoCal, as in LA, Long Beach, Pasadena, that area.
So majority California though, right?
Yeah, majority California, but that's just a UC thing because it's cheap as hell for in-state students.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's mainly just either NorCal or SoCal people, and then you'll have the odd out-of-state people, which is always interesting to see because you'll have people from New York, Washington D.C., and it's just damn, it's kind of different there. Just
yeah.
First off, just people there. I kind of like New York people. New York people are they have a different vibe to them. They everything is a lot more fast paced there. So
yeah, people
from New York kind of tend to think very ahead, and they're always just in the moment. So it's always nice to have.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's just every New York person I've heard mentioned is just
are you familiar with the New York Walk?
Not really.
Okay, people from New York. People from New York walk fast as hell.
Okay.
It's a very look straight ahead and just keep walking. We have
fast walk.
Yeah, fast walk.
Plug walk.
If you tried to walk behind a New York person or walk side by side with them, you would just trail behind. Because
that's how my dad
we have what I like to call also the LA walk, where it's a very latent walk. You just walk at your own pace. You kind of look around, admire your scenery. New York is different. You're looking straight ahead, and you're just walking fast. Gotta get there. It's a very fast paced city.
That's interesting. Yeah. And they bring that here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't go away.
Huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you'd be out of breath, but it's definitely it's a good pace.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you were talking about your own culture takes a back seat though.
Yeah, your
and
culture,
majority rules.
Yeah.
What's an example of that?
Okay, I would say an example of like your own culture taking back. I would say definitely first off your slang. Okay. Whatever like colloquial sayings that you like to have, kind of tend to go away, and you just pick up what other people are saying.
Okay. Well, that's yeah.
Is that I feel like that's saying for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
What's another thing I picked up? I don't know.
You kind of don't realize what you've picked up until like you come
back.
No,
you kind of do.
Really?
Yeah, like even in the moment, you just notice yourself saying it.
Yo, I got. Oh.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, like you'll just say things that like you just picked up from other people. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something else that like I picked up, but it'll come to me later. Like I'll probably just like say it, and it'll just be like, oh, where'd that come
There's
from?
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. But you liked your first year at Santa Cruz then?
I like it. Yeah, like definitely exchanging experiences with like either like just UC people. It's definitely a unique experience because UC Santa Cruz has a makeup of students that either like to party or just like to study. Like it's decently comparable to the way UC Santa Barbara students are, where like they either study hard as hell and go hard, or just go hard all the time and just don't study. So you can do well in that school by just like having an even mixture, as opposed to like other schools where you might just have to like just damn near kill yourself trying to study.
Yeah.
Just not even being social. So I definitely like it because it's nice to have like a good balance of like
you have time to breathe there.
Yeah, you have time to breathe.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, like how's VC? Like how would you?
It's the same.
Describe your year.
I don't know. It's definitely a lot easier than like high school was, in my opinion. Well, I feel like most college kind of is. Would you say it's easier than high school at Santa Cruz?
Or
no, like about the same?
No, not at all. No, not at all. Like it's so much harder than high school.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, high school you can just pass your time by.
Okay.
Any university is just like you actually have to know the material. Because high school, it's primarily here's the material, study the material, here's some questions about the material. College is like here's the material, know the material, here's some question that you could only understand if you actually understand the material, as opposed to just like solely studying what you're told. So you have to actually like extrapolate a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have to study a little bit beyond what they tell you. So like the book might tell you this, they might tell you like something important. You gotta know also like the minute stuff that like you normally wouldn't study in high school.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's. I had one professor that was like that, where she'd be like, "Okay, read this," and like she'd ask questions, and we'd answer them thoroughly, and then she'd be like, "Oh, you didn't answer thoroughly enough." Like it was like
some
like
teachers
she didn't say to expand on this certain point, but like she would
You just kind of expect it.
Yeah, she would like write notes on like your assignment, be like, "Oh, you didn't talk about this, this, and this."
Yeah,
even though she didn't even ask me to.
Some teachers are very picky like that. You just really have to know how to please them.
Yeah, I feel like that's
really just how it is. Also, in university, I find myself like doing practice tests way more than you would in high school, or even in VC or like a community college. I mean, say like in high school or community college, you might just study just the material. You might study like a study guide, right? College, you're doing multiple practice tests, either from that teacher or just from that class. It could either be from your school if you can find it, or just like from even another school, because material is generally the same. Quizlet is interesting because like it's semi helpful.
Yeah,
like
you got like a 50-50 chance of it being like actually helpful.
Yeah, like if you're trying to find a topic, like. Alright, say for physics. Say I'm trying to find something in physics. I'm trying to find something about, like, waves and stuff. You might find, like, a Quizlet that's for, like, a few chapters at a time. And it'll, like, take waves and, like, magnetism and just, like, throw all kinds of stuff in that, like, you don't need. So you have to really filter through Quizlet. But, like, what I'm mainly saying is, like, for practice tests, you do, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 practice tests per, like, final or midterm.
Oh, I thought you just meant like just regular test.
No. Like you'll just try and find like a practice exam from a teacher, or like if they're nice, they'll give you their practice or previous exams, and you'll just like keep grinding through them, because that's honestly how you can prepare yourself for an exam the best, because that's where you're gonna find like the curveball questions, all that like small detail stuff that you didn't really cover from the book or from like Khan Academy.
Yeah.
Khan Academy is another thing too. That will save your life.
Yeah, that saved me in high school, dude.
Like, because you'll find some topics that
like
you just
SAT.
can't understand. Like, cellular functions, for one, are like hard as hell to imagine or just read about from a book. Like, you have to read like dozens of pages just to understand how stuff works. And then you go to Khan Academy and just watch like 3 videos, and you're like, oh, that's how. Because it's just like it pictures stuff out for you, and you have a guy just explaining it to you. That is nice to have.
Yeah,
that is a godsend.
Yeah, I really appreciated Khan Academy in high school. Just with like
no, I hated Khan Academy in high school.
All math. Really,
I hated Khan Academy.
It really helped me out.
Like, no, because like I would have teachers that like assign you stuff to do in Khan Academy.
I didn't like that. I liked when I could go to it and be like,
yeah, no, it's fun when you're looking
I don't
at
understand
it, but, like,
this.
when someone tells you to study something on a specific thing, you hate that. Like, it's so annoying. I hated
online assignments in high school. Do you have any online assignments where you go?
Some. It's like Google Classroom and stuff like that.
That's not.
No, like damn near all my homework now is online.
Really?
Yeah. Like even stuff that like you'll write in pencil or like on a paper, you'll just take a picture of that and like submit it online. Yeah.
That's
it's either that or
I feel like you should just type it out at that point, you know.
Yeah, but like, why not? No, because it's stuff that you have to show work for. So like, what I had to do for physics was I would like do all my homework. Like they give you requested problems, you do all that, do all your work, and then just take pictures. It would be like a 4-page PDF, and you just submit that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you use that? Was it like Microsoft?
No. We had this devilish website called CrowdGrader. Where you would do your homework, submit the homework, and then a few days later, a thing would come up for peer review. You'd have to peer grade 5 other people's assignments to get full credit for the assignment.
Dude, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was this devilish website.
That sounds
Wait,
like...
So you had to grade other people's work in order to get credit?
There was a grading rubric, and you have to go through that. But like,
how many people were in that class?
I don't know, like 250.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so by the time it was like halfway through the class, like people were just putting like full credit. Like nobody cared anymore at that point. And then like by like week 8, because we had like 10-week quarters, by like week 8 or 9, we had like a couple like big projects to do, and everyone would just get full credit because nobody wants to like screw over another person because it doesn't benefit you to like give someone else a crappy grade.
What do you gain from it?
What do you want to gain from it?
Yeah.
You'd have like projects that are like 10% of your grade, and everyone would just get full credit because nobody wants to like.
So
just give
the professor didn't grade anything.
Mm-hmm.
He just, oh my.
Only thing, no, actually, like midterms and finals would be graded by like TAs. So literally, that teacher graded nothing. Well, okay.
What would they do then?
Okay, no. That physics class that I took spring quarter was a unique situation because, first off, this teacher was. Can I curse on this? Okay, this teacher was a notorious bitch. Notorious bitch. Known for being a bitch for like years. Like since like I think I don't know, like
the dawn of time?
Yeah, the dawn of time. Like she
was born that way.
No, but the interesting thing about her is like she's one of those teachers that wants to be liked so bad. Like
I feel like I don't encounter that very often. Okay. Like a professor that wants to be. I feel like if you work at a college,
she would,
a teacher of any kind.
She would always try and make like pop culture references.
Oh.
Like she'd be saying like dab or like yeet. It was so bad. It was so, like people were cringing. She was doing that for like the first month or so. It was bad.
Imagine being a middle-aged college professor and saying yeet in your classroom.
Yeah. It was bad. No, and this teacher... Okay, it was literally her last quarter teaching at Santa Cruz.
How old is this person, you think?
I don't know. Probably 45, 50.
Oh.
It was
proper mom age.
Proper. I don't even think she... Maybe she had a man. I don't know. She had this, like, really whiny voice, too. Like, you would just, like...
I can picture this person in my head.
You would like, tap out after,
almost,
like 30 minutes. You'd just be like, why am I still here? Cause
how long is this class for reference?
It's like an hour and 5. So you get to class. This teacher would just read the slides. She would have slides. Okay, bro. Okay. This teacher had like slides, like PowerPoint slides, but like instead of actually teaching, she would just read these slides like straight down, and then just give like a brief explanation at the end and just move on to the next one. It was so annoying. But like you had to go to class because she wouldn't post any slides online. She wouldn't webcast anything. She wouldn't post any notes online. You wouldn't find anything online.
That sounds terrible, dude.
There was a horrible teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about good teachers though. Because this same last quarter I had like a really nice teacher. Yeah. But like, it's one of those teachers that you're just like, damn, I have this class today. I'm trying to go to that because I'm actually gonna learn something. Mm-hmm. So, damn, she would actually like hella incorporate like student interaction. So
you hear that?
What?
It's like someone outside going like, ah. Did you hear it?
Yeah, let them be. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta let it out.
All right, let's keep talking.
Okay, damn. But yeah, no, like she would hella like student interaction. So like she would ask a question, and then you would have like a whiteboard, and then like you'd talk with the person next to you to like answer that question. Write your shit on a whiteboard and just like pull it up. Mm-hmm. You're like, whoa, what's up? And then like say the teacher's gonna call on you, she'd like ask you your name. You'd be like, oh, what's up, Michael? And then she'd like, Michael, that's correct or some shit like that. And it'd be like hella nice. Just because like your teacher actually acknowledges you. Like that's some interesting thing.
I feel like that's not such a problem at
it's VC. Not a problem when your class is only like 30 people.
Yeah.
But like it's really nice to have when you're in a class with like 270 other people and like that teacher knows your name or something like that.
I feel like I'd hate that, honestly.
Really?
Like
really
just
that big of
a class.
Yeah. School's like 30,000 people.
I that's not for me.
Wait, sorry. No, 20 it might be like 25,000. Yeah. No,
25,000 people at one school.
That's a pretty small university in the grand scheme of things, but that just seems like so many people.
Big ones are like 40,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know. I can't wrap my head around that. Like that seems like it could be like a small town.
Yeah. No, basically it is though, because like UC Santa Cruz is it's like on a hill about mile away from the rest of the city of Santa Cruz, so it's damn near disconnected from the city. Like,
so it's like your own little.
Yeah, you can't just walk into the city of Santa Cruz. You have to like drive down. It's a big hill. Like, you definitely have to like.
And you didn't have a car there, right?
Nah.
Did you have a bike?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that how you like got around?
Yeah, that's how I got around and like got food and stuff and like stayed in the city. Most people, what they do is either Uber around, bus around. Some people bike, but like it's hella hard to bike in Santa Cruz because of all these hills.
Yeah.
Like you really gotta have some like endurance because you'll be just biking up like a 45-degree hill for like I don't know, like 25 minutes straight, 20 minutes straight. So you gotta have some endurance to not just like stop.
Yeah.
Imagine how strong your thighs would be though.
Oh, you'd have like huge big old boys.
Big boys. And you said the weather there was pretty.
It's interesting because mainly it's like 60 degrees. It like hovers around there. In the summer it gets hot. It gets to like 80, 85 at the hottest. I mean shit, like during finals week it was like 90. Like people were dying a little bit. It was hot as hell.
That sounds, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gotten that hot.
No, it's okay. You don't notice it as bad here. Here you can just turn on a fan, turn on some AC maybe.
Like go to the pool.
Santa Cruz doesn't have AC for the most part because it's cold for the most time, so people just don't see it worth it to like install AC, right?
Yeah,
because that shit's expensive.
Yeah, like AC is mainly used in like the libraries and stuff, right? Like big buildings with a lot of people. Also, Santa Cruz is humid as hell because it's right on the. It's not right on the ocean, but it's like 10 minutes out from the ocean.
Okay.
Right? So it's humid as hell like most of the time. So when it gets like 80, 90 degrees, it's a different kind of heat. Because like here, it's hot. You can turn on a fan. Gets hot up there. You turn on a fan, it just blows hot air at you. Because like you can't sweat to do anything. You just sweat so you don't overheat too much. But like it doesn't do anything because you're just like perspirating into nothing. You like it's humid out there. It's humid on your body. It doesn't cool you off.
It's like nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's like nothing's happening. You can walk to the library. Library is like half a mile out. You're drenched by the time you get there.
Ew.
Yeah, it's crusty. It's crusty in the summer. I would say that.
And you're doing summer classes then, right? Oh,
I go back Sunday.
big rip.
It's a little bit of a rip. Definitely
That
is.
really Oh wait, you go back.
I go back Sunday.
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
Okay, I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be in Hawaii, so I'm not gonna get to see you. But like, you're leaving before I even.
I know. I leave like.
That's a bummer.
I know.
Oh well, I'll probably see you. Maybe sometime.
Because I'll be back August 30-ish.
Okay.
Actually, maybe like August 28, around in that range, like late August. So I come back then, and I head back like September 23 for. No, September 25th, in that range. So I get about a little less than a month to post up here until normal instruction starts. So it's definitely gonna be a lot larger of a break than I've had in a while.
Yeah.
Like, mainly I've been coming down. I get like a few days or a week. Winter break was nice because that was like a whole 3 weeks.
Yeah, that was a while.
Yeah. I kind of been noticing though, I don't really do anything when I come down for break. Like, I literally just like sit at home. So I gotta like.
Yeah.
I gotta definitely like start going outside a little more.
I need to. I've noticed that too. This summer I've been. I don't know. It started good where I've been like actually going out and doing stuff. Yeah. But like the last couple weeks, I've just been kind of at home. Not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, because
like I've done a couple things with you here and there, but like,
like it's hard for me to like get my brain to like realize that like, oh hey, you only have a week to come post up here instead of like, I don't know, like forever, like because I'm so used to being here and just posting up on the computer or something like that. It's hard to realize, okay, you have to like hang out with these people that like you've been trying to like do something with all like this time that you've been in college.
Yeah.
So, you definitely realize, like, damn, I really don't have that much time.
Yeah.
But your brain just goes into autopilot when you're back home of just like, I'm just gonna like sit chill. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill because I'm so used to just chilling at home.
Yeah.
That it's hard for me to get myself to realize you actually have to go outside. You have to do stuff instead of just posting up and chilling for like, and just like booling for like maybe 3 days out of a week.
Yeah. Speaking of booling. What are you doing tomorrow, Mike?
Tomorrow, we have fight night.
Fight night. Would you care to elaborate on fight night?
Okay, for fight night, basically,
fight nights at Freddy's.
Okay, so like I was asking earlier, are you familiar with the concept of a brotherhood beatdown?
No.
All right.
For our audience of 10 to 20 people, please elaborate on fight night.
Okay, basically, squad gets together, gather around at a designated time.
Beat down.
Yeah, and just kind of like settle beef.
Settle it.
If a couple people are like talking shit to each other, then just like you get some boxing gloves, you get a helmet, not a helmet, a headgear.
Yeah.
And just kind of like dish it out for.
Just resolve it, you know.
Yeah, or just like if like a couple of people just want to like if you just want to like just like box.
Okay, just like for fun.
Yeah,
kind of. Okay.
Either for fun or for beef, just like to just settle stuff, you know.
All right.
It's fun.
All right.
Like you gotta try it out sometime.
I don't know, man. Maybe.
Do they have weight classes or?
I think it's just you pick your opponent.
Is it just whoever's been talking shit?
Yeah, I don't think we have weight classes, or we don't have like enough homies to actually have proper weight classes.
No.
So you just kind of like you kind of can do. It's more like by height. It really is.
Yeah.
So
okay.
like the dude who's like 5'8" will box the dude who's like 5'9" or 5'7".
Okay.
Yeah, and that's just how it works. Like low key, I think it's been a while. We've been trying to play one for a fat minute. Probably.
How long have you guys been doing this?
No, I think it's gonna be the first fight night, but like, we've been just like trying to have this happen for like a while.
Oh, you've never done one of these before?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I like boxed with a homie, like, cause I live in the dorms, so like we had the thing where like, a couple of homies just have boxing gloves, so we'll just pull up like, hey, let's go boxing in the hallway, and just you just dish it out.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
That's
fun.
wild.
It's fun.
I didn't know.
Like,
I didn't know people did that.
We actually had to stop doing it in dorms because we got written up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think.
No, like. Oh man, I wish I had a video to share of this right now.
Oh,
Like
it sounds like a lot of fun. It's just, dang.
Like-
You would do this like in your dorms in the hallways, though. This wasn't like you like went somewhere
Yeah.
outside. You
yeah,
just
okay,
you just
yeah,
straight up
I
fought
think,
people like in
I
the
think-
hallways of your
yeah,
of your college.
yeah. Let me.
That's
see.
wild.
Did you guys get written up for making too much noise, or?
I
Or
actually
is it
don't
just
know.
fighting in the
Like
hallways?
I heard it got written up because I wasn't there at the time, but like no, like the squad got written up.
Oh.
Like the homie, I think the homie that was hosting it got like hella written up.
Big rip.
Yeah, definitely big rip. Cause like that shit was kind of fun. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to see if like I can find an old video of it.
Where are you guys gonna have it then, so that you don't get like in trouble?
Probably just at one of the homies' house.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like that.
Can you send that to me? Is it okay if I post that for reference?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Never mind.
Oh damn.
He's not trying to go to jail.
Haiku. Damn. I wish I could find.
I'll just find a random boxing pic and then just Photoshop your face
Yeah.
on it.
But yeah, like boxing is fun because you can just like square up with the homie. Like you don't even have to have beef. It's just like if you want to box, it's just like a fun thing to do.
Fight night. Just
yeah, fight night.
There's someone at Bonnie that liked to fight or box, right? Flellen, right?
Yeah,
Didn't he?
Flynn.
He was.
Yeah, he's a boxer.
That's
He's
crazy.
hell into boxing.
Is he still? You still talk to him?
I haven't talked to him in a while, damn.
I
miss
know him and Brian are at UCSB.
Oh yeah, so he went to SB.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I was actually in SB last Saturday for my brother's graduation.
Oh, cool. Is he done? Dang.
He's Dipsky.
Dang. What's he gonna do now?
He's going to University of Maryland School of Medicine in August 1st.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's when he has his white coat ceremony. But yeah,
How long is he gonna be there?
4 years.
4 years. Dang.
Yeah, he's probably gonna come home for like winter break, Easter break, stuff like that. Summer break, I think too.
So he's really gonna be like,
Yeah, Mark's heading up.
dang.
I know.
Are you planning on doing like the same kind of thing?
Yeah, basically graduate in 3 years and go off to med school.
All right.
I mean, definitely easier said than done.
Yeah.
It's so much easier said than done. But like, I think I'm on the right track right now. Like,
Yeah. You have a plan. You definitely have like
I'm, like as is. I'm already like very ahead on my classes.
Okay, that's good.
I'm not like very, but like at the point I'm at right now, I'm already doing like last spring quarter, I was doing pretty much mostly second year classes, and then this coming fall I'm maybe doing like third and fourth year classes.
That's
Like,
good.
Yeah, like I'm starting. What is it? I'm starting genetics, biochem, and my last section of bio, like this fall.
That sounds.
And I'll be done
terrible.
with physics in
I'm
the
not
summer.
gonna lie. That sounds really bad.
Oh, it
to
is. It's
do
probably
that
gonna
many
be
science
hell, like-
classes.
No, I've been doing that since like winter quarter. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing 4 English classes next semester.
Why do you do this to yourself?
You're doing like all science.
Oh
classes?
no! Like I'm fine with STEM class. I like STEM classes.
Yeah, I like English.
I hate GEs. Like they told me I have to do writing too by my second year, and like that killed me a little bit, because like I haven't done a writing class since like fall quarter when I had to.
You really don't like those
I
classes?
really hate writing
Oh,
classes.
dang.
Writing
That's
classes
like
are
my thing.
writing classes are so pretentious.
I
Like,
guess.
you have this teacher that thinks they're like this like great master of the English language.
Okay, for the most part, that's true.
Yeah,
But if
okay,
you get,
for
if
the-
you
no,
get
no,
someone
actually,
that's like Mackleville,
For the most
or like,
part, they're good at English. Like they're good at what they do, but like I think it's just like the philosophical English teachers
oh.
are just really pretentious sometimes.
There is one in. I'm not gonna say any names because who knows who's watching this, but he was such an asshole, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He would always like argue like morality
Mm-hmm.
in his classes.
Wait, is this at VC?
No, at Bonnie.
Was I there in this one?
You probably
You probably-
knew
you
of
probably
him.
spoke of him.
I've spoken of him to you before. You
Oh,
probably
yeah,
know
yeah.
who I'm talking about.
No, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he would like I don't know. My not favorite, but like I think probably one of the worst things he did was we were reading Huck Finn.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh boy, where's this going?
Yeah.
Where's this going?
And, when you say Huck Finn, your mind immediately goes to like, oh, and we're reading out loud, right?
Yeah.
I think of the back of the bus. That's what I immediately think of.
Continue to talk.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. So basically, reading out loud, and he calls on this girl to read, and this particular page has like.
It's that page.
It's that page that has, I think, like at least like 5 N words on it. Hard R everything.
You can't just like omit it.
No, like he would tell them like they'd get to the word and they like would stop and he'd be like, you have to say it.
You have to say it.
You have to you have to accept this is history and you gotta say it.
My English teacher gave me the N-word pass.
No, that's essentially what it was.
Oh, that's funny.
And it was like this girl who's like, I don't know, I didn't really know her, but she seemed nice and like didn't want to be offensive or anything. Had to say the N-word like 5 times in front of her. And there's a couple black people in the class that are just like, this dude, man.
Bruh.
Like, he straight up forced people to say the N-word in this class.
Damn,
it was pretty awful. Like, he didn't even give them the option to be like, oh, I just say something else or like, because he's like, oh, you have to, I get his point. Like, it is historical and like, a lot of people are talking about like.
See, I don't think you gain. I can definitely see like, you're maybe missing like, the impact of the word when you're omitting it, but like I don't see what you gain as a reader.
Yeah, no. I mean like there's people like that want to like kind of rewrite the book without the N-word in it,
right?
Which I think is wrong. I think it's like
you have to keep it in its original.
Yeah, you have
state,
you have to have it for what it is.
Yeah,
but like as a
reader, it doesn't benefit you to say it out loud at all.
Yeah, like we all know it's
very pointless.
We all know like what the word means in its context. It's
been established. You don't have to reiterate it for any given purpose.
Yeah. So it was weird. This dude was just weird though. He made people cry in class. There's one time who he made cry. Yeah.
You told me. It's okay.
He made this girl cry for whatever reason. I can't remember the exact reason, honestly. But, like, he always had, like, a quick response to anything. Like, he always had something, like, snappy to say where he could just, like, clap back at anyone.
Clap.
Yeah, no, like, it was dumb. Like, he'd always, I don't know, he'd have all these stupid sayings. Mm-hmm. But, like, he made this girl cry. And for once, the entire time I've ever had his class, he did not know what to do. He, like, looked at her and he was like, and he like walked around the classroom like hands behind his back, like slowly thinking about what he was gonna do. He finally got back to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings or something." I was just like, "Oh my god!" Like this guy. It's just funny. Like everyone in his class would always try to like break him, or like try to catch him off guard, where or like. Win an argument with him.
Yeah, like hit him with something he wouldn't expect.
Yeah, and for he like expected everything except this, and he's just like, oh, I don't know what to do. And I like that's the only time I've seen something like that with this
I feel
dude.
like that's not a hard thing to deal with if like.
I just think he wasn't expecting it. I think he's so used to people like. Hold on, like we're almost out of time.
He just doesn't know how to comfort people.
I think he's so used to people like being like angry at him or like aggressively arguing with him,
right?
That when someone just broke down and started crying, that he's just like, "Oh, I don't know." What to do
he's
with
like,
this.
I have to concede this argument. I can't continue this argument.
Yeah,
I see
exactly.
He was probably just too used to people trying to fuck with him.
Maybe,
and
yeah,
he didn't
that's
really
what's up.
know what to expect when someone was like, "Oh, that kind of hurt my feelings."
Yeah. AJ, I need to ask you, when are you gonna get a bike?
I don't know, man. Like my parents. I mean,
Your parents want you to get a bike.
I get no. My dad.
Your mom's getting her MSF.
My mom's the biggest hypocrite. I love you, Mom. My mom's the biggest hypocrite though, because my entire life she's been like, "Don't ride a motorcycle. They're super dangerous." And I mean, they are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
If you're a poor motorcycle driver, I guess.
Yeah, but the thing about a motorcycle is it makes you become vigilant. Like your brain is always in that like high alert mode when you're on a bike. You're always looking at things around you. You're always checking cars that are next to you.
Tweaking out when
yeah, you're always tweaking. No, well, you're not like tweaking out, but you're always just like looking. Like you could drive a car and just like become numb to your surroundings. You don't hear things
because you're in a box.
You're looking straight ahead. You get tunnel vision. You're not looking around. You get blind spots that you just can't see, but because of like a pillar or something. Or say you're on the highway for you're just tired. Like you don't want to keep checking your surroundings. You just want to go straight. Like driving a car, you can become tunnel vision, become like just tired. On a bike, it's different. You're always in that vigilant mode. It's hard to snap out of it because like
it's dangerous if you do.
Yeah, but that adrenaline that you get from riding a bike keeps you alert. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard to like just be dumb, or no, because it's very easy to be dumb on a bike. I shouldn't say that, but like it's hard to just become numb to your surroundings on a bike because you're in your surroundings. You're on a bike. You don't get to be enclosed in anything. You have your gear, but that's just like shielding you from maybe like the cold or like I don't know road rash and stuff. But like you're in your surroundings. You're on the road, so you're like very aware to things that are around you. Like it just makes you become a more vigilant person. Like even when you're driving, you'll notice they're the same things that you do while you're riding. Like say while you're driving, a car is next to you, maybe they're a little bit ahead, and you can see their tires are coming a little bit close to the road. You notice that little thing.
Okay.
Like, it just makes you a more vigilant person, I think.
I get that because I mean you definitely have to be if you're gonna do something like that. I don't know. It's just so funny that my mom would always like.
No, I remember like a couple of years ago or a few years ago, she would be like, "Yeah, just you're never gonna get a bike. Just it's just a death machine."
But now she has one and like rides around on it.
Did she used to want Jay to stop riding too?
I don't know. I don't know if she wanted him to,
or just like
I think she thought it was dangerous.
Yeah,
and she just didn't want him to die or something. But he knows what he's doing, so you know. But he knows someone that I think died in a bike accident.
I think everyone knows someone that died in a bike accident.
I think the dude. It was like he was on like a road trip with him or something, and he just.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, and like, he's like, oh, I'll see you there or something.
Oh.
And he. Like I think he went right in like a wall or something.
Yeah, no, there's target fixation, which is a thing that you can get on cars too. But it mainly hits on bikes, where as you're riding through a corner, you could see something that sticks out, maybe like a cone or just like a tree or something. Your brain, as you're looking at something, your brain naturally causes you to steer into that direction. So you could be in a corner, you're needing to like steer in, but you're just not doing that because your brain gets into a shock or something. Like
that's weird.
Like as you're drawing towards it, your brain just gets into this shock and it freezes up. So that's like a thing that happens on bikes, where like you're so in the moment that you don't know how to react. So I know what you're talking about. Like you just run off the road.
Yeah.
Like you don't even react.
Yeah, I think this guy just.
Yeah. Like I was talking to Jay about that a while ago. Like it almost happened to me once when I was just like. I was coming through a corner. I was looking at the curb. I'm like, oh damn, I'm coming to this corner too hot or like too fast.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how to react through it. When basically, like I think I had the clutch in too much, and like I didn't have power to my wheels, so I couldn't steer, or I couldn't like direct my bike to lean over a little bit.
Yeah. Because
I was slowing down, so your inertia decreases and you can't like tilt the bike as easy, and your brain kind of freezes up. You don't make that connection. Oh hey. Release the clutch, put more power to your wheels. You just kind of freeze up. You're like, oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
That's all you can think. You can't think to like do something else.
Dang. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but that's what those experiences are for. Like they're there to make you learn.
Yeah.
I mean, what you?
Yeah.
You can also do like motorcycle training classes more than like the original one that you take to get your license, which actually helps you become a better rider because like. In the motorcycle training class, like the MSF course, that one mainly just teaches you how to use a bike. The ones that you take after that are like how to ride a bike better than you already are.
Okay.
Which is something that I think most riders take. I honestly want to take one soon. Just like to just realize how to do certain functions better on the road. Just become a safer rider in general.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think it's something everyone should take.
Yeah. A big part of the reason my family's super just cautious about motorcycles, they're not like, oh, you can never do it.
Right.
Like, obviously I can make my own choices and stuff, but they're really advised against it because my great uncle.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds stupid and like not real, but I think I told you this before.
Might have.
He got in a motorcycle accident with another motorcycle. They're all like an intersection and they collided.
Interesting.
It wasn't like a car hitting a motorcycle.
No.
It was another like small motorcycle
sounds
hitting
really
it.
Rare.
Yeah,
I feel like I'd never see
seems
that
like that would never happen.
Mm-hmm.
And in this particular accident, he almost got his like arm cut off. Like he almost lost his arm because of it. Yeah, so he lived and he's fine. He has his arm and everything, but it's just like it's weird that things like that happen. And I mean, you know, if that can happen, I feel like, you know, getting run over by a car or something. Because I mean, I don't know, car is always gonna win.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. There's always a present danger when you're on a bike. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you like, oh hey, it's the safest thing you can do. But like,
well, if it's other people, the people driving the cars, they just don't see you and they just like.
Yeah, for the most part, I found that like other drivers on the road are like generally pretty courteous.
Yeah.
It's not if like you're almost never gonna have the situation where like people get road rage at bikes and like they'll drive really aggressively towards you if they see you. It's mainly just, oh hey, I didn't see you. If that happens, I've only had that happen like a few times, but mainly you see the car and you can see them not seeing you. If that makes any sense. Like if a car sees you and you're coming up from behind them, they'll move out of the way a little bit. If a car doesn't see you, you know they don't see you because they're not making room. Okay. So that's also on you to make sure if they see you.
Okay.
Like, it sounds weird because, like, that's their fault if they don't see you, but it's always on you if you're on a bike.
Yeah.
Because, say you get into a crash, okay, you got into a motorcycle crash, but, like, who cares if it's their fault? You're still putting that risk of injury on yourself if you get into that crash.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter who's...
It doesn't matter who's at fault.
Like, at fault if you're dead, you know?
Exactly.
So. That makes sense, because, like, two completely different things, but I ride a longboard.
Oh, for sure.
So, like, if I'm going really fast down a hill and I see a car at a certain, you know, street, and then I'm like, okay, I can't really slow down, so I kind of have to make sure that they see me so I don't just get hit by a car.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you want to know something? Like, I'm completely fine with riding a bike, but, like, skateboards scare the hell out of me.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Yeah, I hate skateboards. I can't do that.
You ever ridden one?
Probably a couple times. Probably a couple times, but like, just every time I'm on one, I just feel so out of balance. Yeah.
But you can ride a motorcycle.
But I can ride a motorcycle, no problem. Like,
that's so funny.
I recently upgraded to a leader bike, which I'm not expecting you to know what that is, but like, the bike that I had before had like 70 horsepower. This one that I have has like 170, 180 horsepower.
Jeez.
On like a 400-pound machine.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you have two bikes now?
No, I sold my other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just like wanted to move on to something better. Because the other one that I had was like nice, but it was a little bit lacking on power, at least from my perspective. And it's... Okay, three things. It was very vibrational because it was a single cylinder. So like, you'd have this large bore cylinder just like rotating up and down. And because it's only one cylinder, it's like not much weight to balance it. But the bike I have now is a 4-cylinder, so like you have all this reciprocating mass that's like canceling each other out. So it's not as vibrational. And the other bike that I had also was like, it had no wind protection really, because it was a very upright bike. So as you'd be on the highway, you would just get thrashed around from all directions. So the bike that I have now definitely fixes all of those issues.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of dangerous.
It probably is, but you just be vigilant. You be careful.
Watch out for
watch out for dumb people.
Yeah. Watch out for the wind.
The wind. Yeah, but no, for the most part, like I was saying, like other drivers tend to be pretty courteous if they see you, and the bike I have now is loud as hell, so people will see.
I feel like every now and then there's those terrible drivers though that like will always try to.
It's okay. That's why
it's like they'd rather like crash into.
That's why they tell you like first off, pretend you're invisible. Like don't expect anyone to see you. Don't act like it's something that's just bound to happen. So expect that no one sees you, and then expect everyone is a horrible driver. And that's how you kind of just get by. Like when you see a car, you expect they're gonna turn out in front of you. You see a car in front of you, you expect they're gonna slam on their brakes or something. Okay. And that kind of keeps you in this protective bubble of like, if this car is gonna brake in front of me, I can just keep my distance and like slow down accordingly. Or if that car is gonna like turn out in front of me, I'm not gonna like move into this intersection if they are that close. Like you kind of just expect everything bad to happen, and it keeps you safe.
I get you.
Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying earlier, you're always in this adrenaline mode, so you definitely get tired after a while. That's why after maybe like a half hour to an hour ride, you're just like damn near exhausted.
Really?
Yeah. Like you know how your mind is like during finals week, just like that. Like
and
you're
constant, super like tired after.
Yeah, you're super tired. Like all you did was just go to class, and then you get home, and all you just want to think of like, okay, I just want to sleep. I'm so tired right now. Yeah. That's kind of what it's like to ride a bike for like an hour and a half or so.
That's weird. Just because like I don't know. I know a couple people that like go on these like long trips just on their motorcycle. Yeah. For like hours.
It's definitely mentally fatiguing just because you're just always looking around you. That's on the highway, it's a little bit easier because you can just kind of like stick in one lane. But if you're in traffic, it's a pain in the ass because lane splitting it's a blessing and a curse because when you're in traffic,
like it seems handy, but it seems really dangerous because
I've seen
someone crash into
like say you'll be in traffic, like say on the highway, so you have people on this side kind of moving, you'll have people on this side kind of going slow, and then you'll eventually like split to a point where the guy right here is like on your right is kind of close, and the guy on your left is slowing down, and there's not enough room to like bridge that gap. You get this like small panic at first of like, what the hell am I gonna do? And eventually the person behind them will like give you room to move to like merge in, but lane splitting is definitely a thing of panic at first if you're not used to it, because you have to understand that like not every car is gonna see you. You are literally invisible, and like you have to know how wide your bike is to know like how to fit through things, because every time you split through a couple cars, like you get that one that's like a little bit too close. So you have to make that decision. Like, am I going to pass through them? Am I going to stay in this lane for a sec? So it's like your brain is constantly doing these little calculations of like what you're going to do.
It's fun. Sounds so stressful.
It's so stressful, but it's fun because traffic doesn't affect you.
Yeah, that would be nice, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like...
Yeah, that little like 10 minutes you save off your commute is not worth it to a lot of people, which I can definitely understand. Like, I've come to understand like motorcycling is not for everyone. Like, I used to have this mentality of like, okay, people that don't like motorcycles just haven't been on a bike yet. And then I've seen people that have tried bikes and just don't like it at all because it just scares them too much or something like that. So, I can get it. I can definitely get it. Like, some people that don't want to get on a bike. But in my experience, I really like it. Like, it's just something to let out a lot of the stress, get that adrenaline going, like, make you feel alive, for a lack of a better word.
Yeah, that's how just... I don't know. I'm fairly new to driving, so just going on a drive is kind of like that for me.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that too. Like, I had my license since I was like 16, so I was kind of used to it. I'm kind of used to it at this point. I got... Oh yeah, sorry. Just for like reference, I'm 19 now. I've had...
Is that you?
What?
Did you hear that? Oh, it was just that.
Sorry, I was just tapping the table.
It sounded like it was behind me though. It's like...
No. Yeah. Okay. So I'm 19 now. I've had my driver's license since I was like 16. Then I got my motorcycle endorsement in like August. So I've been riding for however many months is that, like a little under a year, 10 months. It's been a good experience.
How do you learn to ride a bike?
Okay, this is interesting how I got into motorcycles because when I was in like junior year or maybe senior year, one of my homies got a motorcycle. He got a Honda CBR 600RR, which is like a race bike. Really fast and fun, but like I was still kind of terrified of bikes at that point. I was like, no, hell no, that's a death machine, right? Like literally how y'all are right now.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, I'm okay with it. It's just like I just know how like realistically, it can be dangerous.
I was literally in this mentality of like, that's a death machine. You get on that, you're gonna die. Like that's a death wish. You want to die when you get on a bike. There is no reason to get a bike when a car is way safer. You have a cage. And then I built an electric an electric bicycle. So I had this old mountain bike. This was back in June, July, something like that. Yeah, This was like July. I had this old mountain bike that I had. It was really nice, actually. I had like good suspension, nice amount of gears, really comfortable bike. And this is when I knew I was going to Santa Cruz. And Santa Cruz is a place that's full of hills. It's very hard to bike in Santa Cruz if you don't have stamina, like I was saying, because you'll be biking and you'll just fatigue. Like these thighs get tired. So I was like, all right, bet. I went and bought a 1500 watt electric motor to put on the rear wheel of that bike. And once I got it done, it was really fun to ride. And I just unintentionally built a motorcycle.
Dang.
And I got to a point where I'm like, this is slow. I want something better. I want like an actual motorcycle now. And then like by August, I just bought one. I was like, damn, I want this. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of convincing on my parents' part because they hate motorcycles. Like, still to this point, they hate motorcycles.
Does your brother do any kind of...
Yeah, no, I got him into biking, too.
Okay. You got him into it.
I got him to ride it, yeah. Like, I think he bought his maybe, like, September-ish.
Okay.
Probably, like, a month after I got mine. I don't know, it might have been October, something like that. Like, a few months later, he, like, saw my bike. He's like, oh, damn, these are cool. They have really good performance. And he's a car dude like I am too. Mm-hmm. So, dude, like, it's easy to get into motorcycles if you're already a car person, I would say.
Okay.
Because
I'm not a big car person.
That's fine, yeah. But, like, motorcycles have huge amounts of performance for the dollar, right? So, like, say for a car, your average car might have, like, a 7 second 0 to 60. Your average bike has, like, a 3 second 0 to 60. Like, my bike is, like, 2.3 seconds 0 to 60. Like, you get on that throttle. Like, you get that, like, Star Trek thing, or, like, a Star Wars. As you're just going, like, it's just light just coming past you.
Just going to hyperspeed.
Yeah, like, you go hyperspeed. And you can get that kind of bike for, like, $4,000. Whereas if you want that kind of performance on a bike, or on a car, you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to get, like, that top-level performance. So, yeah, I think he just saw, like, that little, like, performance per dollar kind of thing.
That's cool.
And yeah, I eventually got him on the one. He rides a Triumph Street Triple 675. I don't expect you to know that, but it's a British bike. It's fun too. Yeah.
You ever ridden it?
Yeah, I've ridden it. It's fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm intrigued. I don't know if I'd ever do it myself, but like...
I would say just try it. Like, everything's worth a shot to try.
Yeah. I'd like to maybe learn. I don't know, driving like on the freeway or something sounds. Honestly, I like you're saying between like lanes.
This is gonna sound stupid, but the freeway, in my opinion, is safer than the street.
Really?
Because in the freeway, there's no intersections, there's no cars to turn on in front of you.
There's no intersections where other motorcycles.
Yeah, exactly. So there's nothing that can really screw you over, except for like a car that might merge into you. But as long as you're vigilant enough, it's decently safe. Oops, I'm sorry. Does my watch keep hitting this?
Too icy, man.
Not too icy for... So, AJ.
Yeah.
Small question. What video games have you been getting into recently?
I just finished Breath of the Wild 100%. Mm-hmm. I beat the game a long time ago. You beat the game. But...
How much time does that take?
I mean, you can probably beat the game in like... I don't know. Once you do like the tutorial, you can go straight to the boss and just fight it. So you really can beat it in like an hour to 2 hours if you're good at it.
Explain this to a person who has never played Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
What's like the premise of the game?
So it's basically just it's pretty basic. It's like basically, you know, there's a big monster and you have to save the girl and you have to, you know.
Okay.
But in this one, he got defeated like 100 years ago. Mm-hmm. They kind of did a little like Avatar thing where he's like, they like froze him for like 100 years or something.
Okay.
Then he woke up and he was fine. Doesn't really remember anything.
Yeah.
And you just, you know, what you're supposed to do is go around the world and like explore and like, you know, get help from people to help you fight the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
But really, what you can do once you do the tutorial where you get all the like abilities, you can just like fly straight to the castle, just fight it if you're good enough at the game. You're not supposed to do that though. You're supposed to like
you're supposed to explore,
do like the different dungeons,
like do all the stuff that they put into the game to develop. You know.
Yeah, but yeah, it really depends on what kind of player you are though.
Okay.
I think I have like over 200 hours in it. There's no reason I need to have over 200 hours, but I really like that game.
No, I get it.
So, how about you though?
Let's see. Winter Quarter, I finished Terraria, which is like
you can finish Terraria.
Yeah, there's an end game to it where like in Terraria you can like gather resources and like get better gear, like weapons and armor and stuff like that, and then just like gadgets and shit to use. And there's like bosses. Like each boss that you defeat unlocks a new stage of the game, like a new like level to beat. Not like a level, but like with each stage of the game, you get new gear. Things get harder, but like old things get easier. Like you get better pickaxes, better weapons, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you get to the last boss, the Moon Lord, and to get to the Moon Lord, there's like 5 other steps you have to get through, and it's definitely a long game. Like I think I put also maybe like 200, 250 hours into that game.
That's a lot.
It's a time sink. Like you can just play that game and not realize how much time has passed.
Yeah.
When you beat it, you get wings, don't you?
Oh no, you get wings like the start, easily
really?
The start. Yeah, not the start, but like you can get that like after like the first stage.
Are they always adding like more to it, or
yeah? Okay, wait. No, wings are maybe like the 3rd stage or something like that.
Okay.
Like after you beat the 2nd big boss, the first one. Yeah, the first one is like in hell, and then like the next one somewhere.
The first one was in hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the first like big boss. Like there's small bosses, and then there's like stage bosses where like killing this boss unlocks that level.
Okay.
Right.
I think.
Have you ever played Terraria?
I've played it, but like very like I probably played it for like 20 minutes.
Briefly,
I really liked it. I just that was like towards the end of like
20 minutes is like to set up the game.
Yeah.
It's like I know where you
like I built like a house.
Yeah.
I think, and then that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But like,
I think they just did their last update for the game, didn't they? Or like expansion pack.
They recently did a new one.
I
don't know if it's the last one.
I thought that was the last one.
They've been saying they're gonna do the last one since like 2015, 2014.
I don't know. I don't know why, but I think that.
It might be last. I haven't read or heard anything about that, but like I can read a little more and like see if it is.
I saw a Rango meme with it.
Yeah.
And it was like one legend to another I tip my hat to, and it was Minecraft to Terraria, because they said that they were doing the last update.
Oh damn. Okay, I'll have to look. I mean, Terraria as is like very packed with stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's so much shit you can do in Terraria, so like I wouldn't doubt it if what they just added is the last one, but like there's so much shit you can do that you wouldn't even get to that point unless you put in like 300 hours into like one map.
That's crazy.
I'm so bad at that game. I always walk around for like 20 minutes and get cactus armor.
Yeah, no, like
and
the
then,
first
and
like
then I do nothing else.
The first like 2 weeks, or at least like week of playing that game, you're just gonna like die to anything that comes into you, and then like you get better gear and like figure out how to be better, like die less, carry more potions, shit like that.
That's cool.
Do y'all play any like first-person shooters?
I don't really like first-person games.
Okay.
To be honest, but I mean, I don't know. Last like game like that I played a lot of Battlefront 2.
Okay.
This homie, because they added the. You played the original one, right?
No, I played Battlefront. Oh yeah, the original Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I played that.
They added a mode that's kind of reminiscent of the original one, where you like get the command posts.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun, but
see, I haven't played Battlefront 2 enough to like get a good hold of the game. I played enough to like understand how it works, but like the small shit. Like whenever I play with you, I would just get creamed and just like you'd get some Jedi and just beat me every time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. You just kill people.
Yeah,
and
but I remember I was playing the new Battlefront 2, maybe on your Switch or whatever you had. I don't know if it's on the Switch.
I think it was on PS4.
Yeah, whatever console you had, like I was playing it on that. And, like I like the new Battlefront 2. It's pretty fun, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at that game.
A lot of people like kind of think it's pretty
don't.
dookie because it's like.
Do they like water it down or like what don't people like about it?
So I mean, I don't know. They constantly are trying to like add more to the game. It was kind of
it's because they had all that the DLC shit, right?
The first one it was stupid with the DLC. The base game was like maybe like 6 or 7 maps,
right?
Which were like kind of similar. 3 heroes and 3 villains, and then like no classes or anything. It was a very like lackluster game.
Yeah.
And then they had a $50 season pass, which
okay,
was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then they added more stuff in the season pass that was originally in the base game. So it's like shouldn't it be just like a little extra stuff rather than like a completely like half the game was the DLC.
I can get that.
It divided the player base.
Consumer base would just get hella mad at that.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
So this new one, they took out all the DLC, but they had microtransactions and like loot boxes, and they weren't even in it for that long. Like they.
No, I do remember like people blowing up at that a while ago.
Yeah, it was dumb. Like I don't know, it kind of was pay to win because you could. Buy loot boxes that would give you like better skills for your characters. Yeah. It wouldn't give you like a super big advantage over anyone. Though.
It would just unlock.
Like people
stuff.
definitely blew it out of proportion, but
no, like wouldn't it just unlock stuff that like you had to work for? You could just, buy it?
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, I remember Battlefield 4 was the same way when I got that. Like, you could just buy this Game Pass for like $30 or so, maybe like $20, and you just unlocked all the guns instead of having to like work through each one to unlock it.
Yeah. It's kind of dumb.
That's just how all games are now, though. It's because
not straight up.
Yeah, it's like if the game isn't free, then you pay for the game and then you pay for whatever the hell you want in the game. Like Mortal Kombat 11's like that. Like I've been playing that game a lot recently because I bought it when it came out. But it's like the entire game. You can get some like different moves and stuff and stuff that does actually make you better at the game,
right.
Which is kind of not fair, especially if you don't feel like dropping $40 on the game. But it's like it doesn't change too much. Like for the most part, it's like buying skins and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Yeah. I feel like that's
speaking of skins. Yeah. Recently in Spring Quarter, I got into CS:GO.
Yeah.
Which is also almost equally a time hole because like you can just keep playing that game. Like one game can be like 45 minutes to an hour.
Really?
Even up to like an hour and a half. If like it's a long game.
How old is that game?
Oh, it's like 20 years old.
Really?
20? Shit, I was gonna say.
Okay, wait. The newest CS:GO.
I was gonna say like 13.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like. Sorry, just like the concept of CS:GO.
Oh yeah.
They had Counter-Strike. Okay, like Counter-Strike is like 20 years old. CS:GO came out maybe like 2005, something like that, 2007.
It says Counter-Strike Global Offensive expands upon the team-based action gameplay that it pioneered when it was launched 19 years ago.
Okay, yeah. So CS:GO.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe. I mean, because they had like Counter-Strike Source, they had Counter-Strike Zero.
That's a lot.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
but
I've never played it.
I just got into it like a few months ago. Was the thing.
You weren't into it before?
I was not into it at all. Like when it was like really hype, I was not into it at all.
Really?
Because I was in a Combat Arms, I was in a Combat Arms, which is like another like shitty FPS, but that one had like no actual strategy or dynamics to the game. It was just like enemy team kill enemy team. CS:GO, I like it a lot because it has like strategy to it. So you have like an economy in your team. So you have like money, and then you have like you can spend a certain amount of money to get either better guns. You need to buy armor. Like if the other team doesn't have enough money to like buy armor and a gun, then like you obviously get that round. And then you have the two sides of the teams. You have like terrorists and you have counter-terrorists. So
kind of reminds me of what's that new Rainbow Six?
Yeah,
seems like
I haven't played Siege.
A lot of people like that.
I haven't played
game.
Siege yet, but
Siege
I hear it's really fun. But yeah, basically, like, as a terrorist, you have to, like, get onto the bomb site, plant the bomb without, like, getting killed. And the other team has to just defend a bomb site. So, like, as the counter-terrorist, or the CT, you have, like, a much bigger advantage. But, like, you have shittier guns.
Okay.
So, it's an interesting dynamic to play just because there's, like, so much strategy you have to put into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun. I might get it whenever I get
like
my
if you get it,
PC.
Yeah, like
I
when
have
you get a
one.
PC.
It's just
Tell me when you get a PC. Like, I'll
soon.
get you one.
Yeah.
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 Is there anything else we want to talk about?
I mean, I tried getting into CS:GO a while back, but the only game that I've ever played that was kind of like it, and like that's the reason I liked the game was Warface.
Okay.
I don't think it's a very popular game though.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, I know it's like
I think
free
I
on
downloaded
console.
it, but I just never got into it.
Yeah, no. The only reason I even played it is because like the movement and like especially with like the knife.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like it so much. Kind of reminds me of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's CS:GO mixed with like Army of Two kind of.
Okay.
I played a little bit of Army of Two
on a good game
on Xbox. I played it with my friend.
Have you played Heroes and Generals before?
Is that the is that the strategic one?
I think it's like I would describe it as sort of like a free Battlefield, but just watered down a little bit.
No, I haven't played that then.
Bet. Like you have like bases. It's kind of set as like World War II kind of thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Sounds like a cool one.
Yeah, it's kind of ass though, but like.
Yeah, there's just so many like PC games that I just haven't really gotten to.
Exactly.
It's like a different kind of world with that. Yeah. You have your your consoles and that's fine. Yeah. But like,
I don't know.
I don't know. I used to play PC a long time ago, and then like I just got into console gaming. Like I really got into Halo 2, and then that's where just like FPS for me like kicked off. So it's like I did Halo 2, 3. Like all the Halo games, the majority of the Call of Duty games. The only one I haven't played is, what is it, Infinite Warfare?
Yeah, didn't I let you borrow that?
You let me borrow it. I still haven't played it.
That's the only Call of Duty game I own. Never been a fan of Call of Duty. I got it just because like, I can't remember how I got it. I think it was like a present or something. Yeah. And I didn't even. I played like Zombies a little bit. And that's it. Zombies was cool. It's like 80s themed.
Yeah.
But
okay, for me, I can't for the life of me get into like console gaming.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm so used to like on a PC, you just have like your mouse and keyboard where like
that seems like a lot easier.
The mouse is way easier to aim with. Like okay, console games are fun for like driving games, like any kind of like racing game, because you have these analog controls. So analog control is where the amount you're pressing it relates in game. So like as you press it more, it pushes more. So like say for like steering or for like a gas pedal, it helps. Whereas like on a PC. Keyboard, like on a keyboard, it's like binary. Either the key is pressed or it isn't. So like you can't actually get smooth inputs.
We can plug in a controller to your PC, right?
But I'm saying for like a keyboard, for like that same feel, you can't. So like I think for me the thing holding me back on consoles is just the controller. Like I can't get used to that kind of controller. So like any kind of like FPS game, it's so hard for me to aim because I'm like trying to aim with my thumb instead of like a whole hand.
I know Xbox added something where you can like use a mouse and keyboard now.
Yeah, but it's like at that point, just get a PC. I get where like it's cheaper than a PC to get. I can definitely understand that, but like
they're adding all the Halo games to PC. Yeah, because like they remastered all of them and then they're adding.
I have to try this shit out then, because like I was always a fan of Halo. But like I could never get past that console boundary.
You know, they put the Master Chief. Well, they're putting the Master Chief Collection on it, and it's because they remastered Halo Reach. So that'll be out.
I'm gonna have to try it
within the year.
That's cool.
Damn.
All right, you guys ready to wrap it up then?
How do you end this? Do you just do like a little jingle?
Yeah. Like a good neighbor. Broke is there. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, or listening if you're on Spotify or whatever. I don't know. Tune in next time when we have.
Who are you gonna have next week?
Ghostbusters. I don't know.
Damn.
We'll have someone interesting, I'm sure. Probably. I think we're gonna have Gio on to talk about like the games announced at E3. Yeah. You know Gio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well. See you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.
That's been Broke Feed.
That's
Took the
Peace.
words out of your mouth.
Yeah.